Human Apps Decoded. How IKEA masterfully uses behavioral science to shape your shopping experience. IKEA, the global furniture giant, is renowned not just for affordable home goods but for its sophisticated use of behavioral science to influence how you shop. By tapping into human psychology, IKEA designs its stores, products, and pricing to subtly nudge customers towards spending more while feeling satisfied with their purchases. Below, we'll dive deeper into the psychological strategies IKEA employs, exploring how they manipulate decision-making and how understanding these tactics can empower you as a consumer. 1. The one-way maze, guiding your journey. When you step into an IKEA store, you're not just entering a retail space, you're embarking on a carefully curated journey. IKEA's iconic one-way store layout is a psychological masterpiece. Customers are funneled through a predetermined path that winds through every department, from sofas to kitchenware, before reaching the checkout. This design serves multiple purposes, maximizing exposure. By forcing you to pass every product category, IKEA ensures you encounter items you hadn't planned to buy. A rug you didn't think you needed or a quirky lamp might catch your eye, sparking an impulse purchase. Reducing decision fatigue, the linear path simplifies navigation, preventing you from feeling overwhelmed by choice. Behavioral science shows that too many options can paralyze decision-making, so IKEA streamlines your journey while subtly controlling what you see. Creating commitment. Once you're deep in the maze, turning back feels like a hassle. This sunk cost fallacy, where you feel invested in continuing because you've already spent time and effort, keeps you moving forward, increasing the likelihood of buying something. Behavioral science insight. This layout leverages the principle of environmental control. By shaping your physical journey, IKEA influences your mental state, making you more open to unplanned purchases. Studies in consumer psychology suggest that prolonged exposure to products increases desire, as familiarity breeds attraction. 2. Price anchoring, making deals feel irresistible. IKEA's pricing strategy is a textbook example of price anchoring, a tactic rooted in behavioral economics. High-priced items, like a luxurious sofa or a premium dining set, are often displayed early in the showroom. These expensive pieces set a mental benchmark for what furniture should cost. When you later encounter a $50 coffee table or a $10 set of dishes, they seem like steals by comparison. Perceived value. Anchoring exploits how humans evaluate value relative to reference points. A $200 chair feels reasonable after you've seen a $1,000 sofa, even if you wouldn't have considered spending $200 otherwise. Framing bargains. IKEA reinforces this by highlighting deals with bold price tags or comparison signs, e.g., was $99, now $79. This framing taps into the loss aversion principle, where the fear of missing a deal drives purchases. Budget illusion. By mixing high and low-priced items, IKEA caters to a wide audience, making you feel like you're sticking to a budget even as you add more to your cart. Behavioral science insight. Anchoring manipulates your cognitive biases. Research by psychologists like Daniel Kahneman shows that initial numbers heavily influence subsequent judgments, even when the anchor is arbitrary. IKEA uses this to make its prices feel like opportunities you can't pass up. 3. The Gruen effect. Losing yourself in the experience. Ever noticed how time seems to slip away in an IKEA store? This is no accident, it's the Gruen effect at work, a phenomenon named after architect Victor Gruen, who designed early shopping malls to disorient customers. IKEA stores are windowless, clock-free, and devoid of shortcuts, creating an immersive environment where you lose track of time and external cues. Time distortion. Without windows or clocks, you're less aware of how long you've been shopping. Behavioral studies show that losing temporal awareness lowers impulse control, making you more likely to toss extra items into your cart. Sensory overload. The store's bright lights, colorful displays, and endless product vignettes stimulate your senses, keeping you engaged. This sensory richness distracts from rational decision-making, encouraging emotional purchases. Exploration mindset. The maze-like layout and lack of exits turn shopping into an adventure. You're not just buying furniture, you're exploring a world of possibilities, which makes spending feel like a reward. Behavioral science insight. The Gruen effect taps into attentional control. By removing cues that ground you in reality, IKEA shifts your focus to the present moment, where desires outweigh restraint. Neuroscience research highlights how environments can hijack attention, reducing self-regulation. 4. The IKEA effect, building attachment through effort. One of IKEA's most brilliant strategies is selling flat-pack furniture that requires assembly. While this saves IKEA on production and shipping costs, it also creates a powerful psychological bond with customers, known as the IKEA effect. Effort equals value. When you spend time assembling a bookshelf or bed frame, you invest personal effort, which increases your attachment to the product. Studies, like those by behavioral economist Dan Ariely, show that people value things they've worked on more than pre-made alternatives, even if the result isn't perfect. Sense of accomplishment. Completing an IKEA project triggers a dopamine release, reinforcing feelings of pride and ownership. This emotional reward makes you more likely to buy again, seeking that same satisfaction. Customization illusion. The assembly process feels like personalization, even if you're just following instructions. This sense of agency enhances your connection to the item, making it harder to part with. Behavioral science insight. The IKEA effect leverages cognitive dissonance and endowment effects. By investing effort, you justify the purchase to yourself, and once you own the item, you overvalue it because it's yours. This creates a cycle of loyalty to IKEA's brand. 5. In-store dining, keeping you longer, spending more. IKEA's affordable cafeterias, serving meatballs and lingonberry jam, are more than a quirky perk, they're a retention strategy grounded in behavioral science. By offering cheap, tasty food, IKEA extends your time in the store, enhancing the shopping experience and boosting sales. Breaking the journey, a meal provides a mental and physical break, re-energizing you to continue shopping. Behavioral research shows that rested customers are less impulsive but more likely to make considered purchases, as they feel refreshed and positive. Social bonding. Dining areas foster a communal atmosphere, often filled with families and friends. This social context taps into social proof, where seeing others enjoy the experience makes you feel good about being there, subtly encouraging more spending. Low-cost incentive. The low price of meals, e.g. $5 for a plate of meatballs, reinforces IKEA's value-driven image, making you feel like you're getting a deal even before you buy furniture. Behavioral science insight. This strategy uses reciprocity and mood enhancement. By providing a pleasant dining experience, IKEA creates a sense of obligation to reciprocate through purchases. Positive moods also lower critical thinking, per psychological studies, making you more open to buying. Implications for consumers and beyond. IKEA's tactics reveal how deeply behavioral science can influence decision-making. Understanding these strategies equips you to shop more consciously and resist manipulation. In stores, recognize the maze for what it is, a tool to prolong exposure. Stick to a list to avoid impulse buys. When evaluating prices, question whether you're falling for anchoring by comparing items to external benchmarks, not just IKEA's displays. In negotiations, price anchoring and environmental control appear in other contexts, like car dealerships or salary discussions. Being aware of these tactics helps you challenge inflated starting points or stay grounded in distracting settings. In daily life, the IKEA effect and Gruen effect apply beyond shopping. Notice when effort or immersive environments, like social media, sway your choices, and pause to reflect on your true needs. By decoding IKEA's playbook, you gain insight into human behavior itself. Behavioral science shows we're wired to respond to cues like scarcity, effort, or social signals, but awareness is power. Armed with this knowledge, you can navigate not just IKEA but the broader marketplace with clarity, making decisions that align with your goals rather than a retailer's agenda. IKEA's success lies in turning shopping into an experience that feels personal, rewarding, and even fun. Yet beneath the surface, every element, from the maze to the meatballs, is a calculated move to shape your behavior. Next time you're tempted by a $2 candle or a flat-pack dresser, you'll know the psychology at play, and how to outsmart it. Did you like this analysis?
The channel offers videos produced by a team of profilers, experts in behavioral sciences and intelligence analysis for the purpose of understanding, planning and countering persuasion, manipulation strategies. The main categories are battle of narratives, countering public narratives, and human apps, behaviors mapping. We offer the level of support major decision makers are getting. Influence architects show you human dynamics, unveil propaganda, debunking fake news, shatter illusions, present myths and lies. We unfake for you. We show human behavior patterns. We expose how the overlords rule. We work as your influence radar. Our channel will provide regular updates prepared by our team focusing on day-to-day challenges as well as on issues that affect most of us, from financial to career moves, social political pressure, current trends, news propaganda, lifestyle choices and personal relationships negotiations. Our subscribers can go further with dedicated support. DM